Hey, welcome back, movie lovers and lovers of bad movies. It's me and Will, W Box 18 here for another episode of Bad Cinema. It was delayed. I had it supposed to do it at 12:30, but technical difficulties. So today we're having it at 3 o'clock, and Will is on the show with me today. Just sit in with me. And we're watching today. I'm reviewing uh, Martial Law Part 2, Undercover, starring Jeff Wincott and Cynthia Rothrock, who is actually, to me, that's the whole reason I watched the movie, Will, because she's awesome. If you don't know who Cynthia Rothrock is, here's a little sample. I wouldn't want to mess with her. I think she can handle herself. She's known for a famous move she perfected called the scorpion kick, where you bring your leg backwards over your back like this and kick them in the face. So I don't know. She's probably very flexible. You know, a lot of those martial artists are very flexible people. Well, I got a clip here. Will, if my internet connection will allow me to play. If I get kicked out, don't panic. I'll be right back. Sometimes it kicks me out of the stream, but I downloaded it from YouTube, so it should be okay. It's kind of like a little preview. It's got her like talking about, here's my new trailer for MCA, Martial Law 2.
Sounds good.
Hi. I'd like to tell you about another exciting Universal home video filled with all the
highly successful arts thriller, Martial Law. A crime lord is in control
Okay, we'll
of a
pause
city.
it for a minute because of the music. But it's like, corrupt cops, evil, like millionaire guy, doing an illegal fight ring, selling drugs, shit like that. Your basic B-movie action film for the 90s.
Haven't I always treated you right, Cap?
A new elite police force, most constantly off and murdered.
Trouble.
You have to find out what happened.
The martial law team goes undercover. Martial Law Undercover. Jeff Wincott.
There's Jeff Wincott, the guy in the black there.
And Cynthia Rothrock.
Oh, she is. A lot of fighting in this movie.
Martial Law Undercover.
You're not very good at this, are you?
There you go.
Yep.
Well, I guess it chopped out the whole way, but it's okay. Yeah, maybe it'll work on the replay or something. I don't know. Well, action-packed thriller all the way through, right? Well, I don't know. There's a lot of parts of the movie kind of drag along. It's like there's some cool fight scenes, but then they'll have like a dialogue scene where they're just talking, and it don't make any sense. So I don't know, but that's usually, Will, that's usually how it is with like B movies, action movies. It's got some good action, but the acting's usually not that great. But we're going to show the Wikipedia page for Martial Law, and then I'll go a little more in depth with one of our stars in the movie, Cynthia Rothrock. Let's see here, we get this to come up here, and everybody, thanks for joining us. We got, if you're watching on the replay, Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Martial Law 2 Undercover, also known as Karate Cop. A lot of these movies, you'll find out they have like different names and different regions of the country or the world.
Yep.
This came out in
Yeah,
1991.
like,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, there's a lot of movies like that because some countries are picky on like words.
Yeah, that's true. Like martial law might be like in China, they might not want anybody to think about martial law or something. I don't know. You never know. It was written by Richard Brandeis and Giles Fitzgerald, produced by Steve Cohen, directed by Kurt Anderson, and stars Jeff Wincott, and of course Cynthia Rothrock, and she's still working today. She's still very accomplished. Wincott is a Canadian actor and martial artist. He's best known for his lead role in the television series Night Heat. Of course, Cynthia Rothrock is an American martial artist and actress, best known for her martial art films, especially the ones she did in Hong Kong in the 80s. She holds black belt rankings in 7 styles of martial arts and was a high-level competitor in martial arts before becoming an actress. They got Paul Johansson. I've seen him in a few movies. He's a Canadian actor. Charles Taylor. And it's called Martial Law again. And the plot is investigating the mysterious death of a colleague, LAPD cops Sean Thompson, who is now a detective and played by Jeff Wincott, and Billy Blake. I think that's Cynthia Rothrock. Begin to uncover a deadly ring of murder and corruption.
Rothrock.
Yeah, it is. And their search leads to a nightclub where the rich and powerful are entertained by a stable of beautiful girls and protected by martial arts experts. See, you can tell this is a 90s action movie. They're protected by martial arts experts and a ruthless crime lord. When Thompson is called off the investigation by his commander, Billy goes undercover and infiltrates the ring on her own. Soon, both are facing impossible odds in a climactic final battle. Like I said, there's Jeff Wincott, Cynthia Rothrock, Paul Johansson, Charles Taylor is Dobbs. You got Evan Lurie as Tedder, Sherry Rose, Billy Drago, who you may recognize as a bad guy in a lot of movies. He was in Clint Eastwood's Pale Rider. He was also the hitman in The Untouchables. Remember the guy that killed Sean Connery, the one that Kevin Costner threw out the building wheel? Yeah, he played him. He's always plays like a bad guy. And a lot of people in this movie. But let's see if we can find anything about this film. It made its world debut at the American film market in October 1991, but eventually would be released in the United States only on home video in the Philippines, where Rothrock was already an A-list star. The film opened in early January 92, exhibited in Manila theaters as a Super Roadshow presentation. The film would be released on video cassette in August of 92 by MCA Universal. The film was released on DVD in Europe by Bellevue Entertainment. It is part of a movie package that also contains Savat, Martial Law, and Mission of Justice. This film has been released on Blu-ray in the United States by Vinegar Syndrome.
What a name for a company, Vinegar Syndrome.
You know who turned me on to that company was Dr. Von Hoot. He said, if you want to get any like old movies that are out of print, that's where to go. The plot centers on Kurt Harris, a bitter former policeman who infiltrates a neo-fascist group after his friend is killed by their leader. While there, he discovers that the leader wants to run for mayor and will do anything to achieve her goal.
How many movies are there of this? Jeez.
I don't know. But anyway, that's all there is about it. I would like to. Well, I want to do a little bit more deep dive on Cynthia Rothrock here.
Yeah, I did too.
She was born in March 8th, 1957. Of course, she's a martial artist and actress. She holds black belt rankings in 7 styles of martial arts and was a high-level competitor in martial arts before being an actress. She was inducted into the International Sports Hall of Fame in 2016. Martial Arts History Museum bestowed Rothrock the official title of the Queen of Martial Arts. Rothrock made her acting debut in Hong Kong action film Yes, Madam in 1985 alongside Michelle Yeoh, who everybody might know. She did a lot of these movies in Hong Kong. She went on to star in several Hong Kong action films such as Millionaire Express, The Magic, The Magic Crystal, Righting Wrongs, No Retreat, No Surrender, and The Inspector Wears a Skirt. In the 1990s, Rothrock co-starred with Richard Norton in 5 martial art films. One of them is real popular. We're going to review that one day. It's called China O'Brien, China O'Brien 2, Lady Dragon, Rage and Honor, and Rage and Honor Part 2. She also starred in Martial Law and its sequel, Martial Law 2 Undercover, as well as Tiger Claws, Irresistible Force, Undefeatable, and Fast Getaway Part 2. She also did a lot more stuff like that. She grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and started taking martial art classes when she was 13 years old. It says that Rothrock was world champion in forms and weapons 5 times between 1981 and 1985. These categories are not combat-oriented, being displays of fluidity of movement rather than fighting, and are not segregated into male and female categories, but fully open to both sexes. Rothrock first took first place in forms 32 times, and first place in weapons 12 times. In her first 38 tournaments, including competing in the men's forms 3 out of 4 times. As there was no women's division, she was Grand Master of 5 tournaments and came in first place in 4 of the 5 fighting events. She has 7 black belts and sashes in multiple Far Eastern martial art disciplines, including Tang Shu Do, Taekwondo, Eagle Claw, Wushu, Northern Shaolin, Nai Ying Kung Fu, and Pam Loom White Dragon Kung Fu. She received her 6th degree black belt in Tang Soo Do Mu Du Quan in 2006. I think I did pretty good at pronouncing that. She was tested by Grandmaster Robert Kowaleski, ninth Dan and chair of the ITMA, and was later promoted by him to 7th degree black belt in 2011 and 8th degree black belt in 2015. She is a martial arts instructor, and her favorite weapons are the hook swords. In 1983, Rothrock was inducted into the Black Belt Magazine Hall of Fame as a Female Competitor of the Year. She was the first woman to appear on the cover of Martial Arts Magazine. In 1986, she co-authored a book with George Young titled Advanced Dynamic Kicks. In 2014, she was honored with a Legacy Award at the Urban Action Showcase and Expo at HBO. In 2016, she was inducted into the International Sports Hall of Fame by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Dr. Robert Goldman. In 2022, Rothrock received the Martial Arts Super Show Lifetime Achievement Award in Las Vegas. Past recipients have included Chuck Norris, Fumio Demura, Benny the Jet Rodriguez, and the former Navy SEAL Marcus Luttrell, among others, who you might remember was the lone survivor in that true story. Rothrock made history by becoming the inaugural woman to grace the cover of Karate Illustrated in 1981 and holds the distinction of being the first woman featured on the cover 3 times in the magazine's history. In March of 2024, Black Belt Magazine named Rothrock in its list of the most influential women martial artists of all time. In 1983, we got through it though. That's all I want to share. But she's, just put it this way, she's a legit like martial artist. She's not like, you know how Hollywood like can make Scarlett Johansson and all of them look like they know kung fu.
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves. No, she actually knows what she's doing.
She was legit. Yeah,
yeah, she's a legit martial artist.
Yeah,
and we got a couple clips, but they're not that great. I think we can get away with it because this movie's like, I don't know. I clipped this one last night on YouTube just so we'd have one of her fighting in the movie. Yep. She's pretty good at those kicks. We got a few other clips. They're like, I just got these because it's all the ones I could find, so I downloaded every clip. But there's a lot of bad acting in the movie, but there's a lot of good kicking.
Nice suit.
Just like nice suit. You know, he's trying to do like the Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liner, you know, that was famous in the 90s.
A little late, guys. And I'm supposed to be on vacation.
You know, late guy, but she's kind of like cute, you know, so it kind of makes it even cooler that she can fight like that.
Look for this tonight.
You're on thin ice, lady.
Well, it's a good thing I know how to skate.
Thin ice, Will. It's a good thing she knows how to skate, right?
Yes.
And here's another one. The guy saying it's the title of the clip says it's far from over.
It's far from over, cop. talking 10 million. Only the winner keeps the cash.
Cop. All right, here's one more. Hold on.
You're not very good at this, are you? Okay, tough guy. You're gonna be my guide. Let's go.
Now it's going to be kind of a short show, I have a feeling, because
No
I
worries.
about run out of things to talk about. But anyway, so what happens in the movie is I'll give you the general rundown. It's like this guy at the first of it, there's like, of course, a big opening fight scene, and then he's like, him and Cynthia, the guy Jeff Woodcock and Cynthia Rothrock are partners, and it's kind of like a follow up of what happened in the first one. They were in it together, and he's leaving to go be a detective at another precinct, and so they think that like, oh well, the team's breaking up. You don't see her for a while, which kind of sucks because she's like, to me, the star of the movie. I mean, I think she's a better martial artist than Wincott is, in my opinion. And so he goes to this new police station and like precinct or whatever, and like they're all corrupt except for his partner, and his partner gets killed. And they say, "Oh no, he was back off the wagon. He was drinking again because he was alcoholic." And he's like, "No, he wouldn't do that." His wife said, "No, he wasn't drinking." So they won't let him investigate it because he's too close to the case. So he gets Cynthia Rothrock's character to go undercover as a bartender in this bar. And then they uncover that like one of the head detectives in that precinct is on the take. He's taking money from this bad guy who's like this. He's kind of like this flashy, famous businessman, and he wants to be like the mayor of L.A. But he's wanting to but he's involved in like drugs and paying off cops, and then like has like a prostitution ring. The standard 90s action film stuff, and they got like an underground fighting ring, but they act like, oh, it's worth $10 million. And like, I guess $10 million is a lot of money, but like, I don't know if it's worth killing people over. I mean, he's still making more money probably doing something else. But he's like, oh, that's a lot of money. And I'm sure it is, but not to like rich, greedy people. It's probably not. But anyway, they uncover it. And then it ends with this like big fight scene in a warehouse, like all these action movies do. And the ending is kind of like, there's like parts where it drags along, and like the end of it's real slow. Like they're walking up to go get the crooked police officer. And then while they're walking up to his door, he pulls out his service revolver and unalives himself. And then that's the end of the movie. That's the last of the movie. And I'm like, that's a weird way to end it. They didn't end it with like them two, like, well, we cleaned up the town, partner. No, it's just like that guy taking himself out. It's kind of weird. It kind of seemed like they just like threw it together. And like you see these like scenes, they didn't even have any action scenes I could download. Yeah. But it was like a lot of parts that just dragged along. Like there was stuff that didn't really need to be in it. And I don't think she was in it enough. I have some pictures I saved. And so here is Wincott and Cynthia Rothrock. Here's the crooked cop guy. That guy always plays a bad guy in these 80s and 90s movies. He was one of the bad guys in Untouchables with Kevin Costner and Sean Connery. And I think here's one of her in action with a bow staff. Like we said, she's highly trained with weapons, martial art weapons. So there she is, beating some people down with a bow staff. Here's another scene. She's like a lot shorter than these guys, but she could kick the crap out of them. And there she is with a baseball bat. That was a cool scene. These guys try to like mug this girl, and Cynthia Rothrock just beats the crap out of it. It's kind of, and then the guy tries to she beats both of them up. The guy pulls a bat out. She beats that guy with a bat. She starts doing all these spins. The guy tries to come at her like a club, you'd lock on the steering wheel of a car. And he sees her with that bat. She starts doing all these fancy twirls with it, spinning it around, and he just drops it and runs away. And here they are, I guess, working out. And there's another scene where he's like in the underground fight ring. Well, I don't know. I just I don't really. I kind of got rid of the wing thing and the 5 wings.
Yeah.
We just do this for wing a stamp of approval. As far as acting, if it gets the stamp, it means it's good. I just thought the one thing was too confusing, so I'll give it a wing thumbs up. I guess
Yeah.
it was
Yep.
kind of fun to watch. It's entertaining. So
Yeah.
it's what I mean, when it's a bad good movie, it's you got to like look at it differently. It's just like an action movie you can watch on like a day you're snowed in or something or can't get out of the house. But I guess now it's time to reveal what's next week's Bad Cinema. Next Monday at 12:30, we're going to be reviewing Bloodsport, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme from 1987. That should be fun. That should be a fun one. And then now for 12:30 on Thursday, I'll be reviewing Weird Science, the John Hughes film starring Kelly LeBrock and Michael Anthony Hall and Robert Downey Jr. is in it, a young Robert Downey Jr. And my favorite from American Ninja, Julie Aronson.
Yep.
Tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, another episode of Comic Conversations, and it'll be Higgy Pop Comics will be my guest. So that should be cool. And I guess that's it. Well, and here's the channel members. I'd like to thank all my channel members. I have a channel membership. It's 99 cents a month. We have free super chats, and I'm going to start doing a monthly giveaway for all the channel members. So I'd like to thank all those channel members for being part of the Heroes for Hire Comic Club team.
Nice.
Anyway, oh yeah, don't forget the Sunday show at 6 p.m.
Yep.
That'll be coming out Sunday Super Show Extravaganza. And Thursday at 7 we have the Comic Lounge.
Yep.
Where we all hang out. Will definitely be there. He might, if he's not there when it starts, he will be there. He's always he's a regular guest on this show and all my shows because he's one of my best friends on here. So
Appreciate you.
And we got a lot of stuff coming up. So I have other shows scheduled for next week, but we won't get into that right now. But I guess we're going to end it early because all the people that watched it couldn't make the show because I was late. So, but it happens. It happens. Sometimes you can't sleep. It just happens.
Yep.
But and my friend Flat Earth Santa try to watch his show tonight at 8 p.m. It's called Bragging Rights. It's a real fun game show. I'll be in the chat probably voting. So will Will. And I don't guess there's any trivia tonight. So I haven't heard from Kevin in a few days. So hope you're all right, Kevin, if you're watching. But call us if you're around. But anyway, I guess that's it for this show. But remember what I always say, just because it's bad doesn't mean it's not good.
Come, son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod! Snoochie boochies.